It was the first full day of witness testimony in the Darrell Brooks trial. Brooks is accused of driving through the Waukesha Christmas Parade last year, killing 6 people, injuring dozens more. Erica Patterson took the stand. She's the mother of Brooks's 15-year-old daughter. Patterson testified she was in Brooks's SUV when he hit her in the face before the parade and jumped out of the vehicle. Brooks also received his results from a COVID-19 test today. He refused to show the results. The bailiff had to get the envelope and give it to Judge Doro. She says the results were negative. Joining us to talk more about what happened in court today is attorney Ben Lutgen from the law group Kim LaVoy. Ben, great to have you back. I have to ask you, this is not a case of who done it. And for the prosecutors, we're now through the first full week. Will they change their game plan? They've been preparing for this for months, but we've just seen so many antics from the defendant. At some point, they say, okay, we've got a slam dunk here. Waukesha, the community, they're being traumatized once again, having to go through this trial. Do they try and shorten it up?
Yeah, they've started making changes from right away when the judge ruled that he could defend himself. They have to change their game plan and deal with someone who's not experienced. And also, they think about the victims and whether or not they want to have a certain victim cross-examined by Mr. Brooks. That might change their decision. But they still need to get justice for all these victims, so they're still going to proceed.
Right, they're going to want to make sure it's a slam dunk before they, call this early. I got to ask you, you're a defense attorney. This is now 5 days into this trial. What do you think Darrell Brooks is doing?
Well, he's still stuck on this sovereign citizen idea and keep asking about who's the plaintiff in the case. But I also think he's looking at trying to argue that this stuff was not intentional and that he has mental health issues and maybe blacked out when he was upset with the fight with his girlfriend, and therefore he didn't have the mental purpose to kill or wasn't aware that his conduct could result in death because he was, under this mental break. So I think that's kind of where he's going.
A lot of our viewers, they've been commenting as they watch this trial that when they see the antics, they think he's going for an insanity defense here. He's trying to act so crazy in court. But that can't happen, right? Because he actually did have an insanity defense going for him when he had lawyers, and he withdrew that.
Yeah, that's correct. He can't go for what you know as an NGI plea or not guilty because of mental disease. There's different procedures in place for that kind of trial. He withdrew that defense. He can still argue that his mental state prevented him from having that mental purpose, that intentional kill. So he's still going to use that mental health as what his defense is, just not in the formal not guilty by mental disease defense that could be there.
You ever seen anything this wild before?
No. No, this is new, I think, to everybody.
We'll end it on that. Ben Lutgen from Kim LaVoy. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.